Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office, they're pushing for New Orleans voters to approve the renewal of a millage that would support future criminal justice efforts and also public safety. We've got Sheriff Susan Hutson joining us this morning, who says it generates over $13 million annually to cover costs for the city jail and support consent decree compliance. We are also being joined by Chief Administrative Officer Troy Glover to discuss more about why you are all asking voters to get out there, vote yes. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us here. Yeah, this is critical. We call it the Safe and Strong Communities millage for a reason. It's about public safety for this community. When you think about all that the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office does to keep this community safe, it has to be funded. You think about any budget that loses over $13 million from it, you're going to be hurting. We're going to have to that would cause drastic cuts. But I want to be really clear, because there's false information being put out there right now, and it's misleading. It's flat out untrue. It says it's a new tax. It is not. To even get something on the ballot, you've got to say if it's a new tax or a renewal. The language of the ballot will show you it is a renewal. It is factually incorrect. This is not a new tax, no cap. All right. It is a renewal of an existing millage that has been in place to build new buildings, a new jail, new administrative buildings, a new kitchen warehouse to fund all of our operations. We invited the media in to come see what we do. We have a power plant, a water treatment center, food that we have to, if there's an H word comes to town during the summer, we've got to be ready to feed, house, clothe, medicate over 1,300 people every day. So this is critical to keeping folks safe in the jail. Also making sure we can maintain the courts so that justice can be done. We also support victims in this community. So this is critical to public safety in this community.
Yeah, and we mentioned that $13.1 million. There was a report from the Bureau of Government Research that said this tax provides the second largest funding source for the jail at about 13%. So we're talking a lot of funding here that jail relies on. Again, as you mentioned, it's a 10-year renewal. What would it affect if this were not to pass? If this doesn't go through, what sort of programs or work that's being done on the jail now would stop?
Yeah, first I think I want to say that there's no second chance or other option for this funding. So if this millage doesn't pass, there's no ask for additional funding. And when you think about this millage, we really want you to think about three things: infrastructure, public safety, and then recidivism. So this money goes directly toward infrastructure, maintaining a building that's been really pushed and stressed by overpopulated facilities. So imagine you have way more people in the facility that you should. That impacts things, right? So things as simple as locks for cells, being able to provide the 27,000 meals we provide every week for residents, being able to provide mental health resources and acute mental health support for those in custody, and even being able to put in programs to reduce recidivism. This millage plays a huge role in affecting and impacting all that, which in turn plays a huge role in public safety.
Something I've seen also when you're talking about the misinformation, Sheriff, is that this would increase taxes, but this is a renewal, so it's already in place, and you're saying it's not going to increase taxes, you just need people to get out to vote to continue it.
Yeah, if you want a safe community, a strong community, support this tax. It is flat out untrue what is being put out here on these signs. And you notice they don't put their name on it. You see our signs that are black, gold, and green, it's got my name on it. You know that I put that information out there. Who's putting this false information out there? We don't know, but it is false. This is not a new tax. Let me be really clear about that. This is just a renewal of an existing millage, and it's critical.
Okay, we appreciate you both. Thanks for coming in and explaining more and clearing up any of the false information as well.
Thank you.
Absolutely, thank you.
The early voting period for the May 3rd election wraps up this Saturday, so you can still get out and do that for early voting. Voting is taking place from 8:30 until 6. Polls open at 7 a.m. on the 3rd. They will close at 8 on Election Day. We have a link to a sample ballot where you can review this information as well as our discussion here this morning. Just click on the links tab on WLTV.com.